Hi Libra, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Libra, this is your love reading starting here today on the 27th of December. So I set the time frame to somewhere late December to late January of 2021. I hope you had a really beautiful Christmas if you celebrated Christmas. And we're just at the very end here towards the New Year's now. It's incredible. So let's see here, Libra, what's going on for you. Probably we're going to get a lot of 21 energy as well as your overall love story is coming out. We want just an overall energy here from this beautiful deck. I listed all the decks down below in the description box if you're interested in what decks I'm using. And if you haven't seen the new format that I'm doing these readings in, I'm just trying out if this works better for both me and you to see the cards. There you go. In a different way. Angel or miracles. And do you know what? In your pre-shuffle, I just feel into your energy a tiny bit just before I start the actual reading. I know that that's not it's not a dress rehearsal or anything, but it's like you just feel into the energy a tiny bit before you get going. And we have dreams. No. We have angel and miracles here, but we have dreams coming true in the pre-shuffle. So there are things starting to manifest for you, whether this is for your love relationship or overall energy here. So we're going to see what is coming out overall in your reading. And on the bottom it says what? Open your heart and expect a miracle. It's like there's a lot of money. So that is like it's lighting over like a town. For some reason I get Los Angeles. I mean, it's Los Angels. It's like, and we have angel or miracles. And I don't know, for some reason I get LA. So if there's a resonance there for somebody, dreams coming true, Hollywood, something like that. I don't know. It might just be for one or two people. So take that however that resonates. We're going to go into deeper and more basic energy for your love story here now. I know you can't fully see that card. Libra love story for end of December to end of January, please. So we're getting, I think that was 3 cards. Yep. Spread your wings, win or lose, and then awaiting results. So we're going to start with these because they came out first. I'm a little bit in my nightgown here today. Yeah, I wanted to start with this. So spread your wings, number 2. 2 is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And I love how this has started to be like my conjunction. It started to come out as the energy for the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter took place on the 21st of December. And it's like a meeting point. It's like you see like how it's like you go on this path, that's lit path. Everything around it is sort of dark, and this is it is being lit up for you to follow. You're very much in attunement with the universe, with your higher self. Do you see how like the crown is really open and it's like you're getting all the information downloaded here? You're very open. Spread your wings. It says spread your wings. And so you're like holding your arms out and ready to receive, ready to take the next step, the next level. And you're walking on this light path. And at some point, it's like if you just keep walking wherever it feels like it's being lit up for you, whatever you're being called or moved or maybe dragged for some, but like where you feel like you are supposed to go, where it feels the most light to go, the most easy to go, at some point there's going to be a conjunction. At some point there's going to be a meeting point. It's interesting because now the reflection of the because I see everything that you see in my computer, and it's like we have the reflection within the reflection there. There's something about that, to see your own reflection, to see everything being mirrored right now. This meeting point is like, okay, so we have the light coming down from the heavens there, and then we have another one coming, piercing right through from that side as well. So there's like a meeting point. It's like you and the universe, and perhaps your person. We're going to go deeper and see if this is your person, like the meeting point for you and your person happening right there. But it's like a promise. We have the Angel of Miracles. The Angel of Miracles is coming out, and in the pre-shuffle I had dreams coming true, and this is like spread your wings and just continue to walk towards the light, in the light where it feels most flowy to you. And there is a meeting point. There is something that's going to manifest, is going to take place here. We're going to find out what that is. Win or lose. I don't know. I'm not drawn to the words just yet. And I want to point out that I'm not like doing a typical tarot reading. I'm doing this intuitively. So I'm watching the images and I'm getting information from my guides. That's how I do these readings. And there, it's a beautiful heart. It's a beautiful heart that sits in the middle of this sword. And as I was just saying, I'm not doing tarot. I learned along the way that swords are communication. And we already have number 2 here, which is all about the conversation, communication in relationships. And there's some sort of communication. There's some sort of conversation that is being had right now. And it's maybe a funny thing to say, but it's like, because I see these, whatever is sort of holding like around the heart, I see this as this, like somebody's like standing like this, like thinking about it a tiny bit, but holding the heart in the middle of it. So it's like somebody is thinking about having a conversation, or thinking about coming into a relationship. Or can we just have that be? I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit. There you go. That's better. There's something about I'm thinking about it. I might come into conversation with a certain person. There might be a person coming in that there's going to be a lot of communication with. I feel like there has been some drought. It has been some dry spell, like right before this, and now we're sort of starting to communicate. So again, we're going to see what this is all about. Awaiting results. So there is a vibe here of Angel of Miracles, dreams coming true, spread your wings to sort of walk towards this conjunction, towards this place where it's all gonna take place, where the timing is just perfect, or where the place for it is just perfect. It's time to start to have the conversation. It's time to start to have whatever this is for you. This awaiting results, it's like this card in itself is all about when you have done a lot of work on yourself individually and inwardly, like you've listened to yourself, you have adjusted yourself, you have bettered yourself, you've been working on yourself for perhaps a really long time. And it's like you do this change within yourself, and then you start to attract these people in these situations, and then you do this change within yourself, and then you start to attract these kinds of people in these kinds of situations. And it's like you've reached the point where I feel like you probably are starting to get quite happy with the place that you have settled into within yourself, if that makes sense. So we have the golden apple there that sits as your heart. Still, it doesn't. Maybe I just switch it to the other side instead. I can't reach at all, perhaps. So there's a golden apple sitting in your heart energy space there. It's like golden. We're stepping into the golden age. We have the golden roots. We have the golden grounding. It's like it's a little bit of fifth dimension. I can never get through a reading without having a little bit of lisp or a little bit of Chinese accent or a little bit of Canadian accent for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's so freaking funny. You've done a lot of work on yourself. The golden color is sort of a indicator of that. It's the fifth dimensional feeling here as well. It's an end result. Like, you don't have to do anything more. You worked on yourself to, so perhaps you've been in a previous relationship and you were attracting certain things out of that person, which maybe was not to your liking. And now it's like you bettered yourself and you improved yourself. And now it's like we're waiting results here to see what it has sort of landed you in order to be in a more beautiful relationship, in order to attract more beautiful situations. It could be a Gemini situation here going on as well. I'm getting a lot of mirror effects as well. Mirror effects, and like we're expecting things to happen. There's movement. There's soon like a meeting point, conjunction, a meeting point where it's all taking place. And if this was already on the 21st, because we had a great conjunction there between the Saturn and Jupiter, justice is sort of, Libra, you're all about the justice. You're all about the balance. It's almost like you're single-handedly being the balancer of the earth. And it's like you probably have already started to see some results in your favor passing the 21st of December. Okay? So we want to find out more about this spread your wings and this meeting point. What is this about? Is that about a person? Wow. Okay, so we're going to clarify this first. Spread your wings. It's a purple borders. It's all about your spiritual growth. And we get that here with balance, which is also a purple border. And it's also about speaking your truth and being authentic, like with yourself. So 3 of winter. 3 in itself is a really positive number numerology-wise. It's like a passion, creative, joyful number. So it's talking about an uplifting future here for you. You have come out of hibernation. Like, you come out of this sail. In most parts still, like in the northern hemisphere anyway, we have the winter time now. And I feel like you've been in hermit mode, or you've been in hibernation. And it's like, I want to read out. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. So there is something that you're moving away from. We see this now. I feel like that is more towards the past. Whatever has been going on for you has been like in the past, and this like growing yourself has been a like as a result of that. So we're coming out of this situation now. You're dressed in red, which is not just the color of the Christmas, but it's like color of foundation, the color of laying a foundation for yourself, starting over, building a new base for yourself, a new core situation for yourself. And conveniently we have like Santa, it looks like Santa Claus to me. Santa Claus, and so I call this like the Father Santa Claus and Mama Bear. Like, you have enormous guidance right now, enormous support. And if you don't feel it, if you feel alone, try to tap in the best you can with your heart, so that you sort of connect in with your heart, and there you will see the connections with spirit animals, with guides, with everything that's going on around you. Like, you will feel more supported if you do so. Okay? There's something about coming out of this hibernation and hermit mode. Even though it's still winter, we move forward now. There has been a really stale situation. 14, balance. I mean, here's the Justice card. We're bringing balance back. There's something in terms of love in the past here that has been really tough. We're spitting blood in this cup. And it's a lion head, so it could talk about like the strength and the courage and the power within you was frozen for a bit. It was not moving forward. It almost put you to like a, I want to use the word stalemate. Maybe it's a stalemate. Like it wasn't going anywhere, but it was also like a very stale, a very stagnant mate, a very stagnant partner or partnership. And this 14 coming out, this is just a clarification of where you're going now. This is where it has led you. It has led you into the most beautiful place of all due to this that has happened in the past. And the balance card is sort of showing that good karma returns now. On the bottom it says, take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. So whatever people are trying to do, so take everyone's input into consideration. I think that that's something that you've done. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. That's your viewpoints. I feel like you need to, the hermit mode feeling here, or the hibernation feeling here, is that you did withdraw there for a bit, and you're shifting this now. You're shifting this entire energy. The reason it still comes out is because it's still active. It's still somewhere active. And if you argue with that, then probably this is not your reading. Or you're not aware that it's still active. But you can just look at what you have around you. Are you in the most beautiful relationship that you want to have? Are you at the very exact place where you want to be? If not, know that this is like you're somewhere in between. We're bringing balance back. 14 is the most beautiful number. I've gathered this number like over time through my guides, and like this 14 just for me means the next step, is the next level, and it's gorgeous and it's kind and it's beautiful and it's nurturing. It's a very nurturing, nourishing number, very strong balancing number there. So it has been a strong situation, a tough situation here, where maybe your power and strength and bravery, I want to use the word bravery here as well, was a bit damaged there for a bit. But what came out of it is miracles. What came out of it is a strong, strong version of yourself. So nothing bad that doesn't have anything, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. In Swedish we have like inget ont som inte har något gott med sig. Nothing bad that doesn't have any good with it would be the direct translation. Could be a Leo placement here for you as well, somehow, some way. So, was it only those two? I was so sure we had a third card here. Didn't we? Did I make that up? Maybe I did. What was the second? Okay, so there's another message here that wants to come through, because I was so sure that we have a third. I'm just going to do this. Is there a third card here? Ace of Summer. Wow. Ace of Summer. Ace is the highest possible energy in a situation. You have a wishing well with a Leo again there. So Leo had again there. So this is like bringing back power, bringing back strength, bringing back your bravery. This is like your inner child with peace. We have a dove which brings peace, and then we have a wishing well in the back. Sort of wish whatever you want because it's coming true. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. the awakening of psychic abilities, or spiritual epiphanies. So there's so much that has taken place, like as a backstory here to this, but it's like that's what happened, and we're being like bringing balance back here into the spreading your wings. There's a meeting point. This definitely talks about how you're going to meet somebody. If you just keep walking where the light is, open your heart to new love. If there's a rekindling, and if you like sort of die a little bit when you hear that, like I don't want to rekindle, I don't want to rejuvenate, I don't want to open anything from the past, then keep moving forward. Then just know that there's new love for you coming in. This is so beautiful. Ace, such a beautiful energy. Okay, we want to clarify this win or lose. So much blue and purple energy here. Spiritual path, spiritual growth, and also like the throat, speaking your truth, showing up exactly who you are in the world, and everything else needs to fall away. Even relationships or work situation that just does not fit your energy anymore. We'll clarify win or lose, please. I felt like a lot of cards, but maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay. We're going to put those here with the spread your wings, and we're going to clarify this win or lose. It was there. I knew it was one more. She was yelling. I knew it was one more. No. It's for this one. That's so weird. It's like, it's almost like, okay, so I'm going to say this. It's going to sound a bit weird for some people. It's going to sound like your everyday thing that you're experiencing right now. So dematerializing, is that what it's called? Like 1 minute it's here and the next minute it's gone. You could swear on your life that it was just here, and then it wasn't. Then it just disappears, and it's sort of that in and out of the dimensions. Like it's sort of, once you're a little bit focused on one timeline or one dimension, it's right in front of you, and then you're sort of a little bit more focused towards somewhere else, and it disappears. It just moves in and out of reality almost. So you could experience that. It could be just the simplest thing as you don't find your brush, like you go to find your brush to brush your hair or something like that, and it's like you could swear that you put it exactly where you put it, but it's not there. And then, a half hour later, you go to check for something else, and it's there again. Or you find it somewhere else, and you think that maybe you're a bit delusional because, like, why do you leave the brush on the kitchen counter? Like, you never do that. You brush your hair in the bathroom or something, and then you leave the brush there. Something like that. It's like a little bit of an extra, like an other story that's coming out on top of this, sort of saying, okay, we'll have this in and out energy of materializing and dematerializing. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, like dematerial, but yeah. There's so much purple and blue here. We have one red card that's talking about the new foundation. The rest is some way, shape, or form blue or purple. So much spiritual growth and so much about your authentic version emerging right now. So, the world, beautiful. Lucky number 21. I felt the 21 there, and then like we're going to get into the 21 energy. Okay, so which one do we want to start with? And with that, okay, so the world and 9 of winter. Win or lose. This is again talking about we're ending stuff here. So 9 is like we're ending a situation, and again we're bringing in peace. We saw that with the little girl there with Ace of Summer at the wishing well. We have the dove there coming in, and here the same thing. We have like worrisome stuff is just falling away now. We have the beautiful doves on the floor there, building a new nest, building a new home that is founded on peace and calm and happiness. It's this unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. This is again before. This is before you came out of the lose energy here, win or lose, like you're stepping out of it. It's great opportunity for change here with the number 5. Is you sort of becoming a master, stepping into a mastery. We're shifting, like ending a situation here with the 9 and coming into the world. And the world also speaks about endings of cycles, like the old cycles. The old world has come to an end as we know it. We're stepping into a new earth as we know it. Lucky number 21, the shift on the 21st of December, and also just the meaning in itself. Lucky number 21 is like lucky in love, lucky in everything, lucky in games, like whatever you step into now, it's going to be a different story, an altogether different story. And the love has like, so she's coming out of, I don't want to like take the card closer because this is a perfect where you see how much it looks like there's a lot of clutter here. It's not really clutter because it's really beautiful. If you focus in on it, it's so much beauty here. But if you take it like from this perspective, it looks like there's so much clutter on this side here. And where you sort of have opened up this portal, these crystal wands, it's like you've opened up this portal, this 11 portal, and you're sort of getting ready to step through it. It looks very clean and shiny and clear behind you here. It's like, okay, we're stepping, it's way more, we've uncluttered your life, we've uncluttered your house, we have, it's interesting because it's uncluttering, and it's cluttering and uncluttering, it's materializing and dematerializing. It's like it's here and then it's not. It's here and then it's not. Something like that. And you're coming out with a way clearer focus and way clearer like okay, I'm going to just open up this portal here, and it's going to push all the clutter and all the stuff that I can't decide on, or that was just a lot or overwhelming stuff to deal with in your life. We're just putting that to the side. Such a beautiful card. It's like you're taking your power back. You're in crystalline energy. It's the world. It's the end of the old. It's the end of this cycle as you know it, and you're stepping into this new to this new world, this new earth. And then we have 6. It's interesting because then we have Ace of Summer, which talks about this new relationship, and we have the 6 of Summer, which also talks about this relationship. 6 is a connection in with your inner being, with your inner child. The connection with your inner being that talks about love and children or childhood, the return of people or romances from the past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So this is something about whether it was going down horribly in the past or whether it was going down beautifully in the past. It's sort of indicating that with all this spiritual and blue borders here, it's just all talking about the upgrade within you, finding your inner child and finding your inner authenticity, the realness, the truth of who you are is coming to the surface. And there's a reconnection. Again, it's the second time it comes out as there could be a reconnection with someone from the past. If you're not interested in that, don't listen to that. Then there's new love coming in here for you. We're just going to quickly clarify this 7 as well. And awakening. So much about the mirror energy right now with 12, 21, 21, 12. However you want to like put it, the world we're shifting everything for you now. It's the Hangman. So there's something that could be a little bit upside down. There's something that could be a little bit like, try to look at it from a different perspective. I think you're coming out of this situation now because we have a yin yang symbol at the top. It talks about the awakening. 12 is all about the masculine. So there's there's a little bit more like structure coming into your life, a little bit more organization, a little bit more control, that you will feel that whether you need more organization, structure, and control, or you will feel like if you need to let that go a tiny bit. But the major focus here is your awakening. You are stepping into something new here. Change the way you're looking at the situation, it says. I wanted to read it out together. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action. Something was coming to a halt, probably due to a past relationship or a past job situation, but probably due to a past relationship. Something was coming to a halt. And the mirror effect started to happen. There's so much growth happening here. It's unbelievable. And this laying a new foundation, bettering yourself, it's what it's all about. It is the awakening that has taken place. Even though you come out into the awakening and into the ace and into the connection with your inner being and your inner child, finding light, finding your path is due to something that really shook you. But you're finding your path again, for sure. I'm going to move into the extended and see what else I can find there. So if you feel like this is your story, then the link to the extended is down in the description box. If not, then thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, everybody. See you on the other side. Take care, guys. Bye.